Alrighty guys, welcome back for day 42. This is a series called Completing My 20's where I go through my daily checklist every day, check in with you guys, and make sure that I'm keeping up to date with all my responsibilities and talking with things that I learn or I hear about or I do and sharing everything with you guys. Right now, my content, if you're new watching, is pretty much just me checking in with you guys every day. If you've been watching my videos, I appreciate you guys checking in with me. Sometimes I feel like my videos are boring, but I'm doing this every day as a form to add something as part of my consistent schedule and something to also track my progress so I can look back and see and set goals and hold myself accountable for certain things. So right now my content might seem kind of slow, boring. It's kind of just me talking with you guys about my checklist, making sure I go through everything, what exactly I do, supplements I take, certain things about my workout. And I'd like to talk about something, I think from now on, like every video that I either see online or that I hear about, that I read, or that someone tells me, or something that I just thought of and I want to share with you guys. So one thing that I did see today that I would want to share with you guys is it was the world's first billionaire, and he wrote 38 sentences, and it was in like 15 different things that he said. And the one of them was I just had a brain fart. I just looked at it before I hit record, and now it left my brain. Hold on, I'm gonna think. Damn, I have to check it again. One sec. All right. It was, knowledge is only powerful if it's used correctly. So the reason why I liked this is because I can relate to a lot of people. When I see them, I realize that they're very smart people. A lot of people around me are very smart people, I like to think. And they know a lot of information, but they can only do... Stop. My dog is sitting there. Go. They'd only do so much with that information, like even me, for example, like I know when I need to do something a certain way. I know when I need to change something. 9 times out of 10, I either don't want to, or that's really what it is. What it comes down to is I don't want to do it, even though that's what I have to do or what I feel like I need to do. So, you can have the knowledge, but it takes more of having the power and the confidence to execute the things that you know, or trying to learn the things that you can find out to gain the knowledge. Like even if you don't know something, gaining the knowledge by going out and learning is literally a part of having knowledge. One thing I want to talk about as well, that's a little that's not correlated to that, is one of the best skills I think that we can have as young people, and really just in general, but especially as young people, is being able to learn. I think learning in itself is a skill that you can equip, just like you can be good at basketball, you can be good at learning. So and when I say this, I say like you can sit there and, like, let's say you take me and somebody else and you give us a set of instructions, or you give us an instructor, you give us a tasks. I think that there's things that I can do that show that I'm a better learner than someone else, and I think it's a direct fact. I'm convinced that it's a fact, because I've been around people and I've trained people, and I know when they're not a good learner, and it's usually has to do with them not wanting to learn it. But I then go back to a position where I was in positions where I didn't want to learn certain things, and I still chose to learn it, and I forced myself to pick up on these things quickly, even though I don't want to learn it, or I maybe wasn't motivated or had the interest in it to learn it. So if you're watching this and you're struggling, like enjoying things, the first thing I would try and master or focus on is learning things. And some tips that I do is repeat things over to myself, if there's something bothering you that's going to keep you from learning, whether it's a personal thing or something that's uncontrollable, like the weather is just making you upset, you had a bad day, whatever it is, you have to clear your mind of those distractions. It can't be, you can't focus on something when your mind is distracted with something else. And that's not something you just train. But let's say if you're in the process of learning something and your mind's distracted, you have to be in that position in order to get out of it. So acknowledging that your mind is distracted and then doing something to try and clear your mind to then regain focus back to what you were learning is a good tip I would recommend. So if I'm ever distracted, like, I will step away, and sometimes all you need is 30 seconds of just nothing in front of you, and then you can go back to something and everything can make more sense again. Your mind's a little more clear, you have more focus and things like that. But yeah, that's, you guys kind of get the gist of what I'm saying there. Thank you guys for tuning in for day 42. Day 41 video will be posted today as well, because every time I make a video, it takes all night, and I wake up in the morning and realize it didn't even upload. So they'll both be posted today, but I made it yesterday, so you don't have to worry about that. I took all my vitamins. If you're new watching, I take magnesium, fish oil, and ashwagandha, along with creatine. And then my daily schedule is, I changed it now. It was 50 pull-ups. Now it's 60 pull-ups. Or no, it was 50 push-ups. Now it's 60 push-ups. And it was 20 pull-ups. Now it's 25 pull-ups. So that's another part of the series, is I'm going to try and keep getting better, stronger, fitter. And here's a quick little physique check I'll give you guys, since it's kind of been a while. Like I said, I definitely feel like the supplements make a difference. You can kind of go back to some of my earlier videos and be able to look at some of it, but you might not be able to tell the progress, honestly, because they're not very official pictures and or videos. I do seriously plan on getting more content here soon, but right now what's more important is just getting a video out to you guys every day, sharing what I'm thinking and what I see, and listening to you guys and your comments. So if you are watching this, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys for day 43.